Take it away, King.
Well, welcome to the council. I am apparently leading this one for some reason.
the professor is in
So
now.
the topic for today, since one of us has the intelligence when it comes to horror movies as a fly, we're just going to talk about our favorite, like, antagonistical force, the thing that the people are either running from or what the movie is focused around when it comes to horror, and like our favorite ways that those have been done, or just in general our favorite thing to see. Like, are we like a very big vampire fan, so we love, like, Dracula, or whenever you get those kind of vampire movies, or like are we more of a werewolf? I'm more a werewolf fan or zombie fan, kind of like, your Night of the Living Dead, 28 Days Later, 28 Years Later.
I'm gonna crack the joke. The only vampire I'm afraid of is the ones in Twilight.
Why?
Sorry, but middle-aged Mormon woman should not have been allowed to write a vampire book.
To be honest, that is true. That is true. They sparkle in the sunlight.
That was so retarded.
Actually called it favorite spookums.
Yes, the spookums.
Favorite spookums.
Favorite spookums.
I do actually like vampires as a monster because it's kind of like the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, my favorite iteration I've seen of a vampire movie, it was a sci-fi original, like, beef flick style movie. I can't remember if it was actually made by Sci-Fi, but you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, right?
Yeah.
Sci-Fi had some interesting movies.
They did.
It was in that style. And again, I don't know if they actually did or not, but they decided to go into, like, the roots of vampirism, and they made the vampire very fey-ish, where it had, like, severe OCD and stuff like that. So the way of them, like, slowing it down, they got, like, a giant bag of rice, and they cut it open, and they had to count individual grain.
They also have to do that with sand.
Yeah.
And salt.
So, like, they...
Vampires are OCD as fuck.
I know.
Well, depends on the
So,
vampire.
I can't remember the setup for this because it's been, I don't know how long since I've seen this movie. But they had the vampire chained up, and I think they found it while it's hibernating. And they chained it up into this little, like, thing, like a full body examination board. And they had all this stuff set up. So, like, if it tried to break out, it would empty these, like, 60 bags of marbles. It would open up this, like, 5 bags of sand, these 10 containers of salt, and all this would just start to blow up and spill all over the place. And then while all this was going on, they had this, like, giant UV thing that was set up to a generator. And while this was, like, happening, it would charge up the thing and get to full blast and let it, like, let loose a blast onto it.
Man, they really wanted to fuck that vampire over.
However, they didn't realize how old this vampire was. So, like, when it woke up, it just shattered the chains, and then while everything was falling, it was, like, blitzing around the room, and it stood in front of, like, the main protagonist. I think it was, I can't remember. But it's, like stood over the dudes. Like, that was exactly 5,322 marbles, 40,360 superparticulates of sand, and it's, like, listed of all this stuff in, like, 5 seconds, and then it's shoved his hand through the dude's chest.
Kalima.
God, that's insane.
Kalima.
I'm like, damn, they could have just had the vampire kill the guy, but, like, I loved that he, like, made sure to list off all the shit he counted in the 10 milliseconds it took to clear the room to get to this guy.
He's just, like, speed counted, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 99% of my knowledge when it comes to vampires as a horror trope is actually from Vampire the Masquerade.
Tabletop system that you can buy at your local game store.
Actually,
I don't know if most game stores carry Vampire. It's not a very popular system.
If you go to a very niche one, yeah, because I went to one.
Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade is a very niche tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
Because
But
when you
they
find
are
people who
coming out
love
with
it,
a new game soon.
they love
day
it.
by
They
day.
love it so much. The Vampire the Masquerade community is very, very for their system, and most of them are pretty nice people. They might be a little too enthusiastic about their game, but they're pretty nice.
Fun
They
fact:
are
my mom played Vampire the
Rapid for more
Masquerade
stuff.
when I was
But
a baby.
I first discovered Vampire the Masquerade through a PC game called Vampire the Masquerade Redemption.
Oh no, not the
Mhm.
redemption arc.
Your character starts off as a crusader for God,
Mhm.
Oh,
gets forcibly turned into a vampire,
yeah.
and then the rest of the game is you kind of coming to terms with being a vampire and
That's
trying to
it.
save the nun that you fell in love with.
Gotta save that nun. Gotta save it. Save her. Yeah. Yes.
Most of the game video game series fans don't even know of Redemption, so it's kind of funny. Most of the video game fans know of Bloodlines, which is the way more popular franchise.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that one.
Bloodlines 2 is coming out. I'm gonna pre-order it.
Okay. My knowledge of vampires is cut the head off, stab them in the heart, do everything, every step 1 through 10, so they won't come back.
Yeah, sometimes that works.
But yeah, I think vampires are one of the most interesting things when you talk about horror because there are so many different iterations of vampire. Like again, you were talking about Twilight. I was talking about the more fae style vampire.
For
You have
fuck's-
the generally most accepted, most popular form of vampire, which is the Bram Stoker style. You have some very interesting forms of them from the Eastern mythology, like I think they're Jianjing, I believe, the hopping vampires.
Yeah, they have that talisman over their head, over their face.
Yeah,
and
which
they
they're
hop.
more like a hybrid of vampire slash zombie, kind of. Like, it's a
Yeah.
very fascinating creature.
I mean, if you go into the nitty-gritty, vampires are technically undead.
Yeah. That's right, the sun can.
Yes, but zombies are not just like they are usually a very specific form of undead.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
mindless undead. Depends on the.
Zombies are mindless. Skeletons are resurrected from very, very old bodies.
Or
While
hydrotate.
vampires are created by another vampire.
Yep.
Actually, I do have more
Yeah.
vampire knowledge. Legacy of Kain. God, I don't even know who the first vampire in that series was, but
And this
Kain,
based off of Vampire. Technically, Cain is labeled as the first vampire.
no, he is not the first.
Oh no.
Really, a lot of people have looked into Vampire the Masquerade. He's typically labeled as the first.
Oh my.
Oh, I was talking about Legacy of Kain. It's a different game.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of Vampire. My bad. Go on.
Kain is one of the two main protagonists of the Legacy of Kain series.
Uh-huh.
Kain is one of the oldest living vampires in the Legacy of Kain series, but he is not the first. There is Vordor. I know for a fact he's older. He made Kain's weapon. And there's another one I can't. I think his name is Janos. He is way older. He was actually the person who turned Vordor.
Memory serves corruption. There was an Egyptian god that actually drank blood. Forgot what she was called.
There was a few.
Yeah.
There's
There's-
Saba, I think her name was, the lion-headed goddess. She
That's
had
the
some
one I was
blood
talking about.
ties.
Yep, that's the one I was talking
Segment.
about.
No, Segment. That's it. Segment. I'm pretty sure that's her name.
Yeah, that's the one.
And she and Bastet have it kind of tied together later down the Egyptian line.
Yeah.
But if you really want to talk about like vampiric gods, the central like Native Americans or the place Aztecs, your Incas, all those had plenty of gods who loved all the blood.
They'd made blood sacrifices, ripped out the still beating hearts of the war criminals. Or criminals in general.
Yeah.
Which I see as a suiting punishment.
It really depends on the crime, in my opinion.
So
if you murder people, you get murdered. That should be fine.
Hurt kids, you hurt
pedophiles should be murdered.
Yeah.
But if you just, decided to walk away your local Walmart with some stuff that you didn't pay for, that shouldn't equal murder. I'm more of the cut off the right hand.
Old school. Or you could do what Egyptians did and cut the nose off and then sear a piece of flesh in that place.
We're done.
The reason I say the right hand is that's most people's dominant hand, and it really forces them to do some very unpleasant things.
It's kind of funny when it's funny because some people are ambidextrous, and some they're like, "Oh, my writing. Oh, okay, I can still write now."
Yeah. But if you really look into the history of vampires, it's just very fascinating to see their evolution and changing over time and how they've been adapted. If you really dig, a lot of people chart their origins to Greek mythology off of the followers of Hecate. They were a bronze kind of construction things, look like humans to a degree, and they ate the souls of people.
Damn. Like, I consume your soul now, human. Goodbye.
Yeah. Werewolves are actually a lot more
modern,
solitary. They don't really change that much for the course of human history.
There were a few werewolves that turned into werewolves through their dreams, as well as there are a few that say that werewolves are the warriors of God, if you want to go biblical. And I think there was a Greek myth where I want to say there was two guys raised by a wolf, right? Came to a city,
Romulus and Remus, and that was a Roman story.
That was okay.
The story about werewolves from Greek is about King Lupin.
Yeah.
And how he fed his children to the gods, and then they turned him into a wolf from there. That's why a lot of them call them lycans, because it's from Lupin.
Yeah. Then one of a person part of their family turns into a werewolf or a wolf during certain times. There's another story where I want to say a king's head warrior turned into a wolf. And he has to put back his clothes on to change back into a man, but someone took those clothes, locked them up. And the wolf's like, I bow to the king.
I think I know the story you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that story before.
Yeah.
But there's
that was, I think, go to Overly Sarcastic's YouTube channel. They have a werewolf video like they did back in the day. So, yeah.
I want to say that's
send me a link to that video later.
I want to say that's like a Germanic story or something. Sounds vaguely around that area. But you have some stories about that of shifting in Native American tales, people being able to be blessed by the spirits to shift in forms and stuff. It's pretty cool. But I think it's really interesting where, as vampire is so flexible and fluid, where it changes so much, werewolf is very more static, and it doesn't really change that lot. It's basically either dude turns into big wolf or half wolf, half man, and that's pretty much how it's been.
But we're not true mythologists or mythologists or whatever you want to call that study of of studying different myths. But I forgot what that
That's
word
my whole
is.
thing.
But while we're doing this, did you know that Cthulhu was actually made into its own mythos? The
Yes.
Lovecraft.
Yeah, so Lovecraftian stuff has become its own thing, and it's also its own religion too. You can find the Church of Lovecraft like online pretty easy.
God damn
You
it.
can even get ordained.
God damn it.
I mean, technically, you could go online and get ordained as a priest to marry people.
Yes, but it's a lot funnier if you do it through either the Church of this flying spaghetti monster, be a Pastafarian, or you go to the Church of the blue suede shoes, the Church to Elvis. I don't know if you knew about that or not.
I didn't know about
That's
that.
hilarious.
That is hilarious. Get an Elvis impersonator to marry you.
No, thank you.
But I think
I'd rather hire some random homeless person to do it.
As long as
I think the thing that also faced as much change as vampires are zombies, because we kind of talked a little bit about that earlier, where zombies have changed, even in modern time, very, very rapidly. Like, you have, like, Night of the Living Dead, you have, like, 28 Days Later, 28 Years Later,
Resident
you
Evil.
have the Left 4 Dead games, you have the
Zombieland.
Last of Us game, Zombieland, Stubbs the Zombie, one of my favorite games of all time. I love that thing so much. It's so funny. You have, The Walking Dead. You have all this very recent things with various different tastes on zombie. I don't know if you watched or not, but Zom 100, the anime. Love it.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good. Very highly recommended.
Yeah, I read the manga. The manga is pretty good too.
The zombie shark thing. Like, there's just so much
Hybrid zombies.
in very short period of time that has taken zombies and changed them quite a bit. You have Death Stranding, not Death Stranding. Frick, what's that game called with the photographer?
Death Stranding.
Oh, no, that's the
No,
mailman.
no,
Oh
the
man.
male. He was in the mall.
Oh, Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. That's it.
Oh, I thought it was. I knew I had that game once. I'm like, isn't it just Death Stranding?
It's like even so
No,
encompassing.
Death Stranding. You're the mailman.
Oh.
I said Dead Rising, but anyway, zombies have become such a potent thing. They even use it as add-ons. Like, you had it in Call of Duty with the zombie mode. You had it with the original Red Dead Redemption with the Apocalypse DLC.
Yeah.
To the point where they even sold it standalone.
Yeah.
And I think
I remember seeing that at GameStop for years. I'm like, the fuck is this?
also
Red Dead was on Xbox. I didn't have Xbox, so I never got it.
You guys know
And it became its own thing in comics. Like, Zombie Iron Man and all that. Like, they made that its whole thing. Like,
Decease. DC Decease.
yeah.
It's zombies is a very mobile way to describe something.
Well, like, zombies were for a period of time pretty, like, stagnant as a thing. Like,
Till modern.
you had, like, the idea of voodoo zombies and stuff, like, from that kind of thing. But, like, the 1900s, like, early 19, like, black and white movie style had a very specific way of zombies. And that was kind of like how zombies were seen. You saw that in, like, the early Resident Evil games, stuff like that. Like, zombies were seen as a very specific style of thing. And that rapidly changed as we got into more modern history. But if you could look a bit further back, we got, we talked about the hopping vampire, which is kind of like a zombie, like hybrid with vampire. You have the Draugrs from Nordic mythology, which people point as original zombies, and I think that is probably one of the first ones, because you don't really have Greek zombies. Like, if you really dig through the entirety of Greek and Roman mythology, which I have done a very thorough search of, there really isn't zombies. You have ghosts. Ghosts exist at a very interesting form. That's more of like a Roman thing.
Yeah.
But zombies aren't really a thing in Greek mythology.
Damn. Except if you look at Percy Jackson, then they have zombie Civil War fighters.
Well, they weren't really
Eh,
zombies. They were like summoned spirits.
Well, in the movies, and we all know we hate the movies, they were zombies.
Yeah.
I don't even think Lord of the Rings had zombies. They had the ghosts.
Race.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were technically zombies-esque.
The Witch King.
Yeah. But did you
I'm not
kind
a
of
big
get
enough
like
fan of Harry Potter to even think about it.
I think they just used the same word as what King said about for those zombies.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you get like things like liches and stuff like things that were added into it. But I think the idea of liches and sorcerer type of zombies specifically are more of a modern thing. I can't. You kind of have some stuff like that in Eastern mythology, but they're not really like zombies per se.
Yeah.
Like it's a very hard to explain it without a lot of context.
And I don't think we have
But
enough time
essen-
for a history lesson, King.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But if memory serves me correctly,
Yeah, you start getting. Uh huh.
there were mummies that you. Lovecraft made a mummy story, so where
They're
and that
zombies with
actually-
extra steps.
They are, however, they evolved with the zombies, not by hand to hand, but more like a behind you, like 2 steps behind type of ordeal, in my opinion.
What I think is really, really frustrating about the idea of mummies is if you know anything about Egyptian mythology, which would be the bearer over mummies because that's where they come from, they technically couldn't exist.
More precise, they wouldn't be able
Like,
to
you could-
move.
Well, like
Magic.
it would be a necromancer using magic to animate the body versus being like anything with any kind of intelligence, because souls can't come back.
Well,
I don't know how much you know about Egyptian mythology, but like there's
Yeah.
2 routes you go. You either get your soul eaten and you're into oblivion and don't exist, or you're in paradise.
the
That's
field
it.
reads.
That's the only 2 outcomes when it comes to the way of dead for the Egyptians.
Well, I'm going
It's-
to the
The reason
more-
I was saying mummies won't move is how they're wrapped up.
that is also true.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But have you
They
seen-
would be zombie worms at best.
Have you seen the movie
Uh,
The Mummy?
Oh
No, King.
The
King's
bodies?
roboting-
King turned into Optimus Prime. Oh no! Run
Oh
away!
no! We got that on camera too. But I'm talking about the movie The Mummy, where it became like The Mummy 1, The Mummy 2. Then they tried to remake
seen
it with
them.
the chick. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about those types of mummies. I think evolved with zombies and stuff like that.
Not really. Honestly, like the Mummy
Difficult.
movies came out. It was like 2 where it was actual mummies, and it was the same dude.
Yeah, that's true. But he
Then the
was-
3rd one,
And he was
where,
more of a lich.
it was China.
Yeah, he was more of a lich.
I'd say he was more of a lich than anything too, as well.
Well,
Yeah.
he was cursed too.
No, he was cursed. But when they brought him back, technically he he became a lich immediately.
Yeah, then the Scorpion King happened, and then that bullshit happened all over again. They did not did The Rock well in that CGI Scorpion King thing.
Oh god, that was so hideous.
It was hideous, but it was funny. You can point and laugh at it now, not be scared of it.
Was that the first movie?
What?
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Oh no, he's here to kick
Robots in
Megatron's ass.
disguise.
He's here to kick Megatron's ass. Wait, I think in Transformers they had zombies too.
That I wouldn't know. Honestly, 99% of my Transformers knowledge is the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah, I can.
And that dropped after the third movie. I was just like, nope, I'm done.
Well, they tried to link it to G.I. Joe and the Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, I never got that far.
Yeah, I did. It was okay.
I'm unfortunately not a big movie goer. I play way too many video games.
Yeah.
Watch way too much anime.
Yeah. Oh no, King.
Is King no longer robot?
Are you no longer a robot?
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no. We're experiencing technical difficulty, everyone. Please stand by.
More precise, King is.
Yeah.
Um,
But going off what...
but honestly, like Frankenstein's monster was mainly because Dr. Frankenstein was a dumbass.
He was, and he wasn't a true doctor at all.
No, he was just crazy.
He was just a crazy dumbass, yes.
The Lovecraftian mythos is so weird.
It is. The only reason why it became a mythos is because Lovecraft said, here's the tools. Create shit. Because he had, like, other writer friends, surprisingly, that added to the stories, and he just incorporated with them. I don't think... for fuck's sake, the King in Yellow wasn't really part of Lovecraft until someone's like, hey, what if this guy was part of this thing? Then we're like, okay. I might be.
I mean, that's kind of like how the BioShock is. It has 3 things for it to be canon.
Yeah, not after Infinite.
But yeah, I like when you're talking about Frankenstein, like how the idea of Frankenstein has become kind of like an archetype unto itself.
Yeah.
I think that was the word I was looking for, archetype.
Ah.
Archetype.
Not the other word, spookums.
Spookums is so much better, though.
Yeah, I have to agree. But yeah, there's a lot of different weird shit going on in horror too. For fuck's sake, I don't want to classify Freddy as a zombie. He's more of a demon, to be honest. Sorry, I'm going all over the place.
Freddy is kind of hard to place anywhere. Chucky is a spirit that's possessing a doll.
That's turning the doll into human flesh.
Like, you could just put a spirit in, like, cursed object. Like, I feel like that must be the cursed object archetype.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, he is a cursed object. That can make more cursed objects. Self-reproducing cursed object, everybody. Let's go.
Not reproducing. He has to use a human to do it.
No, I think there's a thing called Cult of Chucky, where he made multiple clones.
I haven't seen that. Good to know. Thanks for the spoiler.
Well, I didn't tell you about everything in the movie, but yeah.
I'm fucking with you, dude.
I know.
Honestly, I think it was Seed of Chucky. I laughed most of that movie.
That was just a horror comedy, and we all know that.
Honestly, I didn't even consider it horror.
That movie just...
Pure
It's
stupidity.
so...
Nope, he's still Optimus Prime.
He is roboting hard. You might need to get to your computer, comrade.
King, fix your connection, please.
Oh no.
We love you.
Yeah.
But Optimus Prime hurts my brain.
It hurts my brain too. Our feeble pea brains.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I love it when some of my video games do like horror moments.
Really?
Like Ghost of Yotei did a single bounty type side quest. Not even really a bounty. It was a legend, and it's just like this little bit of horror, and it was that's nice.
Well, I and this is one of my things. Dead Space. That's where you got the unkillable zombies done right, in my opinion. The first Dead Space, not the remake.
I liked Dead Space 1 and 2. We don't talk about 3.
What's 3? But
they made an animated movie off of Dead Space.
They made 2.
I have not seen it.
I both.
Did not know there was a second.
Me neither, but I know it exists.
Yeah, I have them both. I bought them both.
First,
to give you
I unfortunately have all 3 games on Steam.
Basically, to give you a quick summary, first one is Downfall, basically how it started, and the other one is Aftermath, how it ended. There you go. Thank you for the first 2 movies. Oh no. But yeah.
I know I've listened to the lore of Dead Space once or twice.
The markers are evil. Oh no, King died.
Yes. King has died.
And there's so many moons that eat planets to make more moons. The flesh moons. Oh, fear the flesh moons.
But it's like horror is just not something I'm super into. That's why I'm not like super knowledgeable.
That's understandable.
Like Vampire the Masquerade. Oh yeah, you're vampires. There's not a lot of horror. It's just like, yeah, you are the vampire, not you're fighting against the vampire.
You're not Blade.
Honestly, if I can't say that, there was a Blade video game and it was dog shit.
Yeah.
I had it. It was dog shit.
I think
I beat like 5 levels in a row by getting myself in a corner and back kicking.
Back kick. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that was the only way I could do it. It's... Oh, you have the freaking shuriken thing? Yeah, it does nothing. Oh, you pulled out the sword? Yeah, cute.
Oh, you got
but that back kick... that back kick was just, like, ridiculous.
You gotta really love those times where they make video games out of different movies.
Shovelware is awful.
Yeah.
Heck, I only recently got into Resident Evil through the remakes.
Oh yeah, those I think, depending on the remake, those do horror okay.
Resident Evil 2 and 3 were the ones I enjoyed the remake.
Okay.
I never even played the first game, so I'm going off of a blind playthrough.
There are the movies, but we don't talk about the movies. Those movies suck booty.
I laugh more at the movies than I should.
Yeah.
No, I don't actually know the actress's name, but there was 2 versions of the first movie.
Oh no.
One where there's a nude scene with her, and one where they blur that, they hide that nude scene.
I know who you're.
And it's not even like a nude scene. It's you accidentally see a nipple.
Yeah, and yeah, that's the director's wife.
Yeah. My sister had the first version.
Yeah. Remember, Jehonovich or something, the Johana or something. I know.
I will never remember.
I don't remember either. I know who you're talking about though. She also played in the Monster Hunter movie, FYI. Live action.
I have that movie. I regret buying it.
I regret watching it.
I think I feel for buying it.
Well,
It was not a good movie.
Short tangent by the way. That movie was not good, but they got the Rathalos looking so good though. So good.
Honestly, the DLC quest in Monster Hunter Wilds was better. No, Monster Hunter World. Yeah.
That's funny.
A giant Rathalos boss fight? Yes.
Kill the Rathalos with the pointy sticks.
Yeah. I had a awful time in that quest though. My playstyle in Monster Hunter World, I was not going to do good.
What was your playstyle? What are you doing, Poochie? No, Poochie.
I'm Sword and Shield main.
Oh, that's why
That Rathalos doesn't land.
Not even if you flash bomb it?
It doesn't like to land. It likes to stay in the air.
Well,
Sword and Shield can't reach.
Yeah.
What me and my roommate did, because you could co-op it. He made heavy bowgun.
Oh.
And he would just do what he could to get the fucker to land so I could beat the shit out of it.
Like bam, 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 bam. He's landed. Then bonk, 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 bonk.
Magically, I did more damage to it. How?
Because it's not
He is
supposed to
constantly shooting this thing to get it to land. I'm hurting it more.
land. Magic. That's why.
Witchcraft.
Magic.
Heck, even Monster Hunter World, I want to say, kind of had a horror mission.
Well, they had a new artificial version, new artificial monster in it too.
Artificial monster.
Yeah, from Final Fantasy. Ah, King's back.
All right, I think I fixed my issues.
I'm talking about World, which had the behemoth.
Yeah. I'm talking about in Wilds. They have a new Final Fantasy monster in Wilds. It's an android.
Okay, so I guess you're done with recording now.
No, we're still recording. We were just waiting on you. We are on a side tangent.
Wild tangent.
Wild tangent, go! For our listeners, we tend to go on tangents that tend to span for hours.
Yes, honestly, we do. It's a bad thing.
It's a bad
Is it at least on topic, like when I was talking about the book idea?
That
was technically a wild tangent.
That was technically a wild tangent.
But it was all on topic.
It was still on topic.
It was on topic, but it is a wild tangent. I mean,
Yes.
we
Yeah.
branched into Monster Hunter Worlds.
Because we talked about the movies from Resident Evil, then Monster Hunter movie, then Monster Hunter
That
World.
Monster Hunter.
It all leads up to Monster
I
Hunter.
see. I see.
But I think we can call it there. I don't know how long we've been recording for.
Around 40 minutes, maybe?
Maybe?
I think.
Take a look at the timer. There's one on Discord.
Well, I've been sitting in here and for the longest waiting on you two chuckleheads. So that
Yeah, the
timer's a
timer's
little bit
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour off.
Well, I think it's been long enough.
Yeah.
But
But with that all said and done, we have been your entertainment for tonight. I have been Loki. This has been Jar, and this has been King. Any last words, guys?
don't do anything too stupid, or I will point and laugh at you.
We are in your walls.
Be respectfully buried, not to be zombie?
That is called cremation.
Yes. And also,
Me, I have decided that when I die, I'm going to be planted as a tree.
Yeah, same here. But I don't.
My
think
wife
that's
has
allowed in
agreed. We're going to
my
make
state.
a haunted forest.
Yes, that's it. Bye, guys.